Welcome to the Immigrant in Law channel. If you're watching this video, it means you're seriously considering a move, perhaps as early as this summer. Or maybe you just want to make the most of your vacation and take your first steps towards life in another country. Today, I'm going to tell you how to properly plan your move during the vacation season to avoid stress, lost time, and financial surprises. We share only what works in practice. At first glance, it may seem like summer is a time for vacationing, not moving. But in practice, it is the summer months that become the most convenient and logical period for starting a new life abroad. First of all, this is a time of maximum flexibility. Many people take vacations, which means they can afford to travel, do paperwork, move, or at least prepare for it without sacrificing work. Secondly, less stress on the family. If you move with children, it is easier to adapt in summer. Schools and kindergartens are closed for vacations, and you have time to choose a new educational institution, decide on the program, language, documents. Thirdly, climate and logistics. The summer season is convenient from a domestic point of view. Warm, stable weather, long daylight hours, simplified logistics without snowdrifts, cancelled flights, and other surprises. This is especially important if you plan to transport personal belongings or pets with you. Fourth is the affordability of accommodation and services. Despite the fact that in some countries in the summer peak tourist activity, renting long-term housing in the suburbs and small towns becomes more affordable, and realtors, notaries, and service companies work at a more relaxed pace. You can negotiate faster and on more favorable terms. And finally, this is the perfect time to make a test drive of a new country. Even if you have not yet decided to make the final move, you can use your vacation to come, do the initial paperwork, talk to local experts, see the areas to live in person, and assess how comfortable you are. This will help you avoid hasty decisions and prepare for your move thoroughly. Summer moving can be comfortable and even inspiring if you approach it with a plan. Without preparation, however, it can easily turn into a series of stresses, bureaucratic delays, and additional expenses. Here are the key things to think about. Legal basis. On what basis are you moving? This is the first and most important question. Moving on a tourist visa with the intention to stay is a common mistake that leads to refusals of legalization, fines, and EU entry bans. Think about whether you have grounds for repatriation. For example, origin from an EU country, Slovenia, Romania, Bulgaria, etc. Possibility to obtain a residence permit for investment, employment, study. Entitlement to permanent residence or citizenship in a simplified procedure. If you're not sure, this is exactly when it's worth consulting professionals. We assess your chances at every stage and find a realistic, workable way forward. Have all the documents been collected? Many clients underestimate how long it takes to prepare the paperwork. And in summer, the deadlines can be even longer. Some migration officials are on vacation, and the workload increases. What is particularly important? Criminal record certificates. In many countries, these are valid for a limited period of time. Birth, marriage, divorce certificates need to be in original with apostille and translation. Archival documents confirming origin, if repatriation is involved. Financial and household plan. Moving isn't just about spending money on tickets and rent. It's also health insurance, often mandatory when applying for residence permit or citizenship. State fees for submitting documents. Services of translators and notaries, housing rental deposits, transportation of property. We recommend budgeting 2-3 months in advance, with at least 20% to spare. This will give you peace of mind even in case of unforeseen expenses. Action plan in case of delays or changes. What if you won't be able to find a place to live right away? The job interview will be rescheduled. The paperwork will take longer than planned. Think ahead, where you will live in the first weeks, whether you have local support, who can help with transfers, bank accounts, SIM cards, transportation. We recommend making a step-by-step moving map with alternatives. This will help you avoid panic and make the right decisions if things don't go according to plan. Summer seems like the perfect time to get things done quickly. But behind the appearance of ease, there are many organizational points that need to be kept under control. We've put together a proven checklist that will help you keep on top of everything important. Prepare a complete package of documents in advance. Don't be put off by the closer to departure. Even if you're sure you have it all, check it out. Passport. It is better if it is valid for at least 6 months from the date of travel. Birth, marriage, divorce certificates for you and all family members. Certificates of criminal record must be in the original and with an apostille. Documents confirming origin, if repatriation is involved. Photo according to the requirements of the host country. Certified translations, in some countries, only sworn translations. Please note, during the summer months, queues at government offices increase and consulates operate on a reduced schedule. Start collecting at least 6-8 weeks before your planned departure date. We, as a company, fully undertake the collection and preparation of the entire package of documents, from requests to the archives to translation and registration, according to the requirements of a particular country. You will know for sure that you have everything you need and that nothing has been missed. Book appointments with official bodies. If your move is related to obtaining citizenship, residence permit, or repatriation status, applications almost always require a personal visit, consulate of your future country, migration services in the EU, archival or judicial authorities in case of proof of origin. Tip: keep track of slot availability in advance. In June and August, they can be occupied for months in advance. We help our clients to enroll promptly and accompany them on the application process, including preparation for the interview. Think through the logistics of not only how to get there, but also how to live. Many people focus on the tickets and departure date, forgetting that as soon as they arrive, they will need find accommodation, ideally temporary and flexible, get a tax number, for example, NIF in Portugal, Codis Fiscal in Italy, buy a local SIM card and set up the internet, open a bank account, sometimes needed before applying for a residence permit, organize insurance, in some countries, a mandatory condition even for a short stay. We recommend having a minimum household adjustment plan for the first 2 weeks. For clients who apply for citizenship through us, we also offer contacts of trusted agents and consultants on site. If you're moving with children, consider a school or daycare center now. In most EU countries, enrollment for the next school year takes place in the summer. If you miss out, you risk your child missing out on a place. In addition, in some cases, your residence status also depends on your school place. What is important? Collect documents in a timely manner. Medical certificates, grades, translations. Clarify language and immunization requirements. Register in the correct municipality, if applicable. Apply to local institutions through the official portal or in person. If you are not yet sure of the exact date of your move, the minimum you should do is research the country's education system and choose 2-3 school options in advance. Use summer strategically, even if you're not moving right now. Even if the final move is planned for the fall or winter, summer gives you the opportunity to prepare ahead of time. What you can do: travel to the country to find accommodation, open an account, file documents, archival work, finding certificates of origin, ancestral documents, obtaining a consular certificate of nationality, for example for Bulgarian or Romanian citizenship, passing a language exam if required to obtain status. The summer season creates the illusion of simplicity. It seems that there is plenty of time, everything can be solved on the spot, and problems will be solved as we go along. But in our experience, it is during the warm months that most critical mistakes are made. Here are the key ones, and how to avoid them. Planning at the last minute. The most common mistake is to put everything off for later, especially when it comes to moving as part of a vacation. The reality is this: in Europe, public offices slow down in the summer, while demand for services increases. This means queues at consulates could stretch for months. Rental housing becomes more expensive or unaffordable. Application places are sold out weeks in advance. The result? You miss your window of opportunity and go home without ever moving forward. What to do? Start preparing at least 6-8 weeks in advance. Make a calendar of steps, or leave it to us. We will do everything on time, saving you time. Trying to do everything on your own without professional guidance. There is a lot of information on the internet nowadays, but not all of it is relevant or applicable to your situation, especially when it comes to repatriation, migration law, or consular procedures. We have come across situations where clients prepared an inappropriate set of documents, did not translate or apostolize the required certificates, were late in filing due to errors in filling out the forms. Bottom line, loss of time, money, and trust in the system as a whole. What to do? Contact the licensed company that accompanies clients at every stage, from assessing the chances to obtaining a passport. We tailor a strategy to your specific situation and take care of all the peculiarities. Underestimate legal and procedural nuances. Each EU country has its own laws and requirements for immigrants. Even if you are sure that you are eligible for citizenship by descent, it does not mean that the path will be automatic. For example, in some countries, filing is only possible in person and only at a strictly defined office. Some documents are only valid for a limited period of time. A mistake in the application form or interview may result in a rejection, which is difficult to appeal, and countries with fast-track programs have strict deadlines, and missing them means starting all over again. What to do? Clarify in advance the order of submission, requirements to the documents, and the procedure of registration. We help you draw up a legally accurate map of the process and check the documents before submission to minimize risks. If you are planning a move to the EU and don't want to risk time and money, you need a reliable partner who has already guided dozens of clients down this path. Here's how Immigrant in Law can be helpful. We will assess your chances and find the right path for you. Citizenship by descent, residence permit, or permanent residence. We take into account your specific situation, without templates. We will collect and check your documents, from archival certificates to apostilles and translations. You will know for sure that everything is in order. We'll get you in on time. We'll make an appointment, prepare you for the interview, tell you where and how to do everything quickly. We will help with adaptation, housing, bank account, insurance, school for children. We have proven contacts on the spot. We accompany you to the result, from the first consultation to receiving your passport. If you want to apply for EU citizenship safely and securely, we are close by. Just leave a request at the link below the video and we will contact you. A summer move can be a great opportunity not just for a change of scenery, but to start life in a new country, legally, comfortably, and without chaos. If you've watched this far, you're already motivated. All that's left is to turn it into action. With Immigrant in Law, you go through the path without guesswork and risks. We choose the best solution, collect documents, accompany you at every stage, and make the complex process understandable and achievable. Don't wait for everything to work itself out. Take this step consciously and with support. Submit a request for a free consultation with Immigrant in Law lawyers. We will find the best relocation strategy for you, prepare all the necessary documents, explain in detail the nuances of the law, and answer all your questions. Want to learn more or start the process today? Contact us. All contacts are listed in the description below this video. We are here to help you take a confident step towards a new life. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and ask your questions in the comments. I will be happy to answer them. Discover a world of opportunities with Immigrant in Law.